You ever just been enjoying the gameplay loop of something so much you wanted to jump right back in? But I'll be honest, that's the kind of situation I've had with this. Now, I will say, first order of business, I want to see. Okay, good. We can pick up the table and the seat we made last episode. Because I am going to see if we can move my campsite. To be specific, I am going to move it down to the other end of the lake. Because I just had a thought about something. Okay. As I was thinking about this, okay, you know what? We can get more stones. I'm going to leave the campfire there. But the thought I had, right? I'm just going to discuss, tell you, you know what? Music can go off. Music can go off. We just need the sound of nature here. Anyway, so as I was saying, if we are close enough to the railroad tracks, it's not a very far walkway at all. We're definitely close enough that a helicopter could come in and ruin our day. I'm just gonna build a bit more buffer between me and that by moving from this end of the lake to this end of the lake. And that's obviously going to require moving everything else along with it. But that's fine. Let's see. I think that patch of dirt right over there would be a good place to set up shop. My foot has been split open again, hasn't it? Yep. Okay. I expected that. This is why we need to get on making that twine so we can make the shoes here, Sam. You know what? I want to put my table right up against this rock. Put my seat right in this pile of dirt. And then we can put the campfire right here. All right. I can't sleep on the table. That's unfortunate. I thought about it. Believe me, I did. Aw. Okay, I was gonna try to speed up time. Ah, sick. All right. Yeah, both of our feet are scratched up now. Yep, both of our feet are scratched up now. You know what? Give my guy some credit here. Caveman is gonna be amazing at bandaging himself by the time we're done. Or at least he should be. Alright, take everything with me. There we go. Okay. Let's get, you know what, I'm gonna move the health bar up there. That is now our permanent indicator of our life. It's up there. If Can I pin that? Yes, I can. All right, good. This is where that lives now. All right, good. That's just where that lives now. But yes, I want to, if I can get away with it, make a shelter. One tea tree branch, right? I'm remembering the issue with the shelter now. We need long sticks, which to make long sticks... Okay, we are soft locked, essentially, until we can actually make, or obtain, rather, some sharp flint flakes. Which isn't necessarily the worst thing. I'm gonna put my... right there. And then I'll probably put the shelter, like, right over there. There we go. And I get rid of my broken branch. If I unequip it, it looks like I should be able to. Yes. Excellent. Now, 1, 2, 3. The clay on the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Twigs on the table. We can actually bundle those up to save inventory room. There we go. Saved a little bit of room there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna just put the seeds on the ground. We'll find them. Oh, sick. Our herbs are already going bad. One, 2, 3. And 1. And there we go. There's all of our belongings. Okay. Apply bandage to our left foot. Apply bandage to our right foot. We're gonna need to go out tomorrow to get more rags. What are... Okay, it's late evening. Stones are extremely rare. Get like a log. Okay. I'm gonna go look. See if we can track down. What? Hello? It says crafting ore. A flint boulder. We had like a pickaxe or something. I wonder if we'd be able to actually break that. I realize it's a largely academic question given what we're working with here, but still a question that I have. Okay. I feel like a majority of the branches and stuff I've been able to find have been by going north. That honestly may be our best bet. Also, wow, seriously, this birch forest stone sucks, huh? Can't really find mushrooms, can't really find stones. Trash is extremely rare here. Yeah, the birch forest kind of sucks. Maybe if we went like further in, we'd be able to find a deep forest. I mean, this is considered like a edge of one, but still, this place kind of sucks. Okay. Sit on the sleep. My guy is extremely uncomfortable. Honestly, given the circumstances, I get it. We actually managed to completely shirk our tired nap. Now, granted, I'm not super confident this is a good long-term solution, as I'd imagine we're going to get tired again real soon. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut back when the sun rises. Okay, so good news, bad news. Good news. We have successfully managed to live another day. Bad news, looks like there's a damn mist in the air. Which is truly unfortunate, because I just really did not want to have to deal with it. We're gonna eat some sage. And then wash that down to some common mallow. I am very glad I decided to pick high weight for this build. Because, yeah, we're going to need to be shirking that quite a lot, as it turns out. Man, I will say, though, eating takes forever. Is the common mallow making me more thirsty? Or is that just a fun byproduct of existing in this world? In any rate, I'll make sure to go ahead and chow down on some water from the lake, even though... Dude, did I grab weak stomach for this belt? I did not. Okay, so it shouldn't hurt us that much. You know what? Might as well eat the ginseng too. Why not? Has this done anything for our hunger at all? I'm feeling a little dubious on the claim that it has. It probably is restoring our endurance in the background, so you know what? It's probably worth it. There we go! Finally! Knocked us down just a peckish. Took eating through an entire pile of herbs. But we did it. That's irritating though. There's a mist. Because that makes foraging basically impossible. Alright. Right. Well, I suppose we should be able to pick up bits that are just on the ground naturally. Yeah, I'd feel that way too. Okay. Well, we're not... Are those tree branches? Awesome. Put one of those onto our back. We'll want that as a weapon. And let's get up to the road. Okay. Seriously, those two tree branches. Good pull. Because then we're gonna need, remind me again. How much? And 4 logs. Building in build 42 is nonsense. Let me tell ya. Like, I feel like shouldn't cost quite that much to make a basic ramshackle wooden shelter. Like, call me biased. Call me not knowledgeable, whatever tool you want to use. Got a fig tree branch, if nothing else. Remember, focus on the mission. We need sharp flint flakes. Ideally, we need a bunch of them. Because let's just refresh ourselves here. Carved long stick. Excuse me? Really? Stick. Okay. Fine. Well, we definitely need flint flakes for this. Okay. Then we can weave some twine footwear, which will preserve the condition of our feet that has been woefully inadequate so far. And I do mean woefully. Like, holy crap. Plus, if we get enough, we can make an axe and hammer. Knife would be great. There's a lot we could do. There's a lot we could do. A lot of opportunities potentially open to us. That said, man, 20 sticks. We want to build that shelter. That's brutal. Considering it's like a pretty basic shelter. More ore, according to the debug menu. Man, the fact that this is still the unstable branch of 42, and so the debug menu is on, that's helpful. Aha! Here's the train tracks. And here's Kentucky State Highway 70. Okay. Okay, so I am going to let the game run until this fog clears. And then we're going to go get some sticks. Alright. The fog has cleared. Oh. Limestone. Leak. Okay. Nice. Mushrooms. Well, there's dinner sorted. Is that lavender? Man, it is so glad that we can identify wild food. Not sure what we do about it. Oh, a ladybug. The lavender removes stress? Fascinating. Okay. Broken branch. Yeah. I mean, I'll pick it up. That is firewood, and that is helpful. Okay, don't push your luck, game. I don't need another one. Mint! It also removes stress. To know. That is very good to know. I'm learning so many things about foraging in build 42 now. I decided to play this character. Okay. Now, we can engage the combat stand. Cave, you're just gonna have to deal with it, dude. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, more of those, please. More of those, please. A forged key ring. Sure. You know what? It's a little bit of an accessory for us. We'll just carry that around. It'll be our key item. See what I did there? Not sure what limestone necessarily does for us, but it doesn't seem all that uncommon. Now, this is marked as a birch forest and road. I'm curious what it would take to just be marked as a full road. Large stuff. Can we, like, 40? Yeah, no, no, thank you. You're tripping. We get more than a single sharp flint flake, please. Eh. Sure. Sure, I'll take a couple more. Yeah, we can even dual wield them. Okay, I'm gonna drop those branches off so we're not over encumbered. More limestone. Not what we need. I mean, I'm sure it has its uses. I haven't figured out what those are yet. Okay. Seriously? Are we just like completely dry now? What's going on? Okay, fine, sure, be that way. We do need to go gather up more rags, if nothing else, so this works. Yeah, because there's a house. Okay. Follow the curvature in the road. And now we're considered to be on a road. Okay. Sure. Large, smooth, flat stone. That's what we need. Oh, come on. Can we just get a single other flint flake? Huh? What? Well, alright then. Now, remind me. Flint. We just need a stone. And a surface to work on. Well, one of those is fairly straightforward and easy. It's the stone. That's actually the easy part. You can just go pick any random rock up off the ground and be good. Those are large stones. Those aren't what we need. We need regular sized stones. Like that. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Now, I'm curious to check. I don't think it was accessible, the trunk of this car, but if there's a tarp back here, that'd save us a lot of work. Alas, it does not open. Alright. Keep your secrets, son. Bunnies! Okay. Now I'm going. It's the description says can be broken into a sharp flint flake. I'm going to hope and assume the game is kind of being facetious there, and it's not going to take that so literal. Okay. Why am I so stressed? Oh, right. Probably because I'm bleeding. And my guy just does not like being injured. As a broad concept, but like especially he doesn't like it when there's blood everywhere. I don't know why we can't rip up socks anymore. It's like something we should be able to do. Well, all right, here's our bag of rags. Oh, cool. We got the keys to what I'm assuming is that nearby house. Two dirty rags. Now, excuse me, sir. I was busy. Ah. Okay. All right. Cool. We are just covered in muscle strain. We're bruised. We're battered. But we have plenty of extra rags. Ooh, that's not great though. We're kind of running out of daylight. Okay, apply bandages to our foot. Or feet even. Foot, plural. Okay. We are going to have to go get those tree branches back. Because if you think for a second, I'm leaving 4 tree branches on the ground and we need 20 to build our shelter. You're slightly nuts. Only slightly, though. And I'm going to say that because I like you. If we're going to keep working together, we need to be on an established relationship. Said relationship is going to be that if I have a plan and it sounds bad, you need to talk me out of it. If I have a plan and it sounds good, please inform me, because not all of my plans are. Yeah. Yeah, if we had the food, I'd suggest maybe spending a day at base just to get our fitness and strength up a little bit. You know, given the weak baby man status we're currently experiencing. Okay, I remember broadly where I put that pile of sticks. Okay. We're gonna sit down for a second. We're gonna sit down for a second. We're gonna rip up all of our rags. Hey, we got 3 rags from that. Awesome. All right, rip up the skirt next. Hey, there we go. Now, let us shred up the sweater. So far, we've gathered up 8 rags. Awesome. 13 rags. Let's round that down to 12 just because we're gonna put one on our foot here. Ooh, we are full of orange. Okay. Now. Hey, our muscle strain's gone away. Okay, the pile of sticks we left behind is somewhere on this route. I know I left it pretty much dead center. Okay. Okay, we're gonna need to also go grab a log so we can actually start our fire. Okay. We should actually be able to just head directly south. Get back to home that way. Okay. Aha! There it is. There's our pile of branches. There we go. And yeah, pretty much directly south. Now, hopefully, this will let us make some basic tools so we can gather resources a bit more economically. Because, man, this is brutal. Bare minimum, I'd like if we can cut down some of these bushes. Alright, pick up this log. Okay. We might... Should we pick up a second log? We'll see what we can do resources-wise first. Before I make that decision one way or the other. The twine. That's the important part. I want shoes. I really want shoes. You know, one thing I will say right now that I am very glad wound infections being lethal is not a setting I turned on. Because if it was, man, this would be rough. Aha! And we're back. Welcome back to camp. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Put the flint nodule there. Put the sharp flint flake there. Our rock. Our twigs. Our seeds. Put the broken branch in the fire. That'll get us another hour's worth. Okay. Wash all of our other supplies, which is to say all of our rags. Okay. And we're back. Okay, and now hopefully the idea in my head, right, that this should let us make some stone tools. First things first. Go ahead and nap this all together. Oh by God, this takes a lot out of your arm. I mean, just kind of literally smashing a rock together. Maybe if we used a hammer, maybe that would have actually gone smoother. You know what? Okay, fair enough. If that is the case, I would agree on a conceptual level. Oh by God, you were being literal. Okay. Awesome. Well, in that case, hammer. Why does it require a sharp flint flake to bind? Like, I don't get that. But yeah, if we can make a hammer and an axe, then we'd be doing really good. Like, I almost said hammer and a knife. No, that'd be a silly combination of items. Why would I make that? Hammer and an axe. Far more useful for long term. What? Oh, you fucker! We were nearly done! Me when I have a crash out. We are going to wash ourselves off in the lake. We are going to go to bed because apparently we ran out of sunlight mere moments before completing our hammer. I hate this game. Like, my god, if that is not a Project Zomboid moment, I don't know what is, man. Hey, we actually went down a level in depression. Really? Really, we're doing this? Fine, fine. Insist. Yeah, we're pretty well middle of the night now. Wash off our tree branch too. I was gonna see if we could wash ourselves off again. We cannot. Oh, this is just annoying. So, you cannot sleep on the ground until you are ridiculously tired. Because we woke up with a nightmare, we are only very tired, and as a result, basically got no actual good sleep. Oh boy, yeah, we need that shelter sooner rather than later, y'all. I guess I'm just gonna sit here on the ground until the sun comes back up. See you all in a second. Okay. News. Daylight now. Now. Hammer. Can you actually, like, craft this faster, or... Wow, that's as much we can, shorten that down, huh? Also, hey, cancel that order. Okay, this is my beating people to death tree branch. That's not what I want to use as the handle. Thank you. Let's make the axe first. Actually, I've decided. I've decided it is in our best interest to make the axe first. Okay. Hey, hey. All right. Now we can make a hammer. Then we should actually be able to make a stone knife too. We just need to make sure to do things in the right order here. Okay. Now can we make a knife? What? Okay. Stone. Okay. Okay. It's a good thing we made that hammer then. Also, seriously, just crafting is giving us muscle strength? Well, okay, I suppose I do see the logic there, yes. You win this round, build 42. I understand this once, why that would be a thing. Wow, didn't even take that much out of our hammer. Knife. Oh, now let me guess. All handles. Damn you! Yeah, we still managed to do things in a stupid order. Epic. Alright. And let me guess, part 2. Wine. Would in fact require the knife we were trying to make. My disappointment is tangible. Tangible. So let's go finish something off with a win. Some good old-fashioned taking our anger out on a bush. Taking our anger out on a bush. Seriously? Ah. Yeah, alright. I genuinely cannot believe I did things in such a stupid order that that happened. Okay, genuine question. Stone. Break large stone into stones. Does that work with the stone hammer we made? No, it would need a stone maul. Does that work with the stone hammer we have? Yes, against all odds, it would. Okay, so yeah, good to know. We did things in a bit of a harebrained order here. You a bush? Yes, yes you are. Thank you. Do those not drop tree branches anymore? Or does it just need to be a big enough bush? Seeming pretty definitively like this isn't going to be as helpful as I wanted it to be. Okay. So. Brilliant. What we essentially are left with here is a bunch of twigs that we could use to start a fire, I suppose. Matter of fact, if we gather up all the twigs we own, yeah, let's just destroy all of the... An hour and 44 minutes, huh? And we'll keep one for kindling. But, like, okay, this helps. It's just not as helpful as I want it to be, admittedly. Alright, stop. How much fuel is in our fire? 3 hours and 36 minutes. Not bad. I seriously can't believe. So irritating. I should have figured it was going to take something dumb like that. I should have been mentally prepared for that already. How build 42 crafting is just a Ouroboros. But I think that's enough for now. We made progress? I'll be honest, I'm not sure if that's quite the right word, given I am going to have to bring Cave's happy butt out to the road again to get another sharp flint flake so we can make the handle, so that way we can actually assemble the knife. But then we should be able to get shoes. So it's all coming together in the end.